Fun fact, do you know that Jay Powell is not an economist? In fact, he's only one of two non-economist Fed chairmen to ever hold the position. The position held prior was by William Miller, who held the position for only 2 years, 1978 to 1979. And ironically, inflation was at 12%. You had a falling dollar and a stagnating economy. And his main fault or reasoning was that the slack in the economy has nothing to do with inflation. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like transitory? Right? So also, he failed to take aggressive steps in killing inflation. In fact, he only raised interest rates 0.5%, like 2 small raises. Yes, success leaves clues, and so does failure too. So when you start to think about it, you have a non-economist. See, William Miller was a businessman and a lawyer making decisions on the economy. Who put him in office, right? So it's only been 2, just William and Jay. And Jay seems to be tracking very closely in his footsteps. Same thing. Inflation was transitory. So he took too long to actually raise interest rates. He's looking at backwards data. He doesn't want to make the mistake. Can you see this? He doesn't want to make the faux pas because he already has egg on his face. He doesn't want it again. But he's making decisions solely on backwardation, on backwards data. That's his only reasoning. We're going to be data dependent. You have to have foresight, because if you just depend on your sight, you'll go blind trying to see into the future. Understand what that is. So when you start to understand what's happening and you see just the whole thing that I noticed that rents were dropping, that's part of the shelter really holding up that inflation, and that's dropping. He could be in a situation where the economy slows down and he's too late to put an injection there. And so therefore, that is my history lesson for the day. I wanted to give that to you, but it's actually fun to know that he wasn't an economist and is not an economist, but he's running the U.S. economy, right? A Wall Streeter. What can I tell you? Later.